Hey, welcome to Tipsy Whiskey Shenanigans. I'm Steven.
And I'm Alec.
And today we're going to figure out which Woodford Reserve product is the best. We're going to figure out which Woodford Reserve product we personally think is the best, which also this may or may not kind of point out which whiskey types we prefer, since it is kind of spreading across the entire possibility, not the entire possibilities, but it's kind of getting a general broad, like, you got wheat, rye, malt, and bourbon.
Yeah, so everything's a little different. We're kind of just doing a spectrum, you know. Yeah. And generally, they're all from the same manufacturer, so they're all going to be pretty similar. But it's a little thing.
Distillery.
I say manufacturer. You say distillery.
Alrighty. So how we're going to do this? We're going to do a blind flight of these. So we got these portioned up into cute little cups. So here, let's put this out like that. Whatnot. So we're gonna do A. If I can.
A. Is this B?
I don't know. Look on the thing.
This is B. Should we still go B?
Yeah. So this is basically gonna highlight kind of not only which ones we personally think are the best, but also kind of what whiskey we prefer. And for this being our first tasting video, we thought it would be good to like kind of just do a general broad spectrum. Dude, you messed that up. This is D.
Shh. This is why it's Tipsy Whiskey Shenanigans.
Dude, you're not even drunk yet.
Yeah, but still.
Here, pour that. Cap you when you're done.
I'm gonna cap you when I'm done.
Alright, so, jeez. The way we're gonna go through this, first things first, we're gonna go through, just give broad general notes, nothing too specific. We're not gonna get too crazy into it. Then we're gonna go back, kind of get a little bit more, reassess,
right.
Get a little bit more into it.
Right.
Then we're gonna do a little bit of A-B comparison, figure out which one we think is the best, and then we'll give you guys the results.
Yes.
So starting off first, we got A, B, C, D, and then going A, B, C, D your way.
And for some context, Steve's lovely assistant had done up these bottles before I got here, so I have no idea.
No, this is completely blind. So, moving into A. Get a little like oak spice, kind of like.
Yeah, like it kind of tickles the back of my throat a tiny bit, but overall, like it kind of just has like a.
It's just a little bit boring, like a little bit like spiciness, like
you know, it's got like a dark whiskey kind of taste there, kind of smell to it, like nothing crazy. But I don't. If I had to guess right now, I wouldn't say this is regular. I don't think this is the first one.
Regular is bourbon.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. It's just kind of
a little bit weeder. Oh, dude, just off the nose, either my nose is broken or I can't really tell the difference.
I can tell the difference between these two. First two I can definitely tell the difference. This one is a lot, like, not thicker, but like, just generally it has more to it. So maybe I was wrong. Maybe this is the regular.
Alright, to clarify, we're not trying to guess what they are.
Well, I'm trying to guess.
I have a hard time doing that as well. But in order to keep like completely subjective, we're just gonna go in blind. I'm just gonna start tasting them because my nose isn't working.
Okay, I'm gonna get one more sniff. They are generally a little bit the same. Tasting of that.
Alright. Got some like, I just get like some like spicy like oak notes, like maybe a little bit of like bready vanilla flavors.
Yeah, this one,
like,
well, based on the taste alone, I'd say it has a lot more of that savory kind of flavor to it. So that's what I'm kind of feeling.
Yeah, a little like spicy oak, vanilla. Nothing too aggressive, just kind of keeping it mellow.
Yeah.
God, that's strange. I thought I'd be able to like pick out exactly like off the first time. I was like, I know exactly what that is because they're all completely vast like specifics, but I don't know. Well, I don't know much about the malt because who does? American malt's not really anyone's jam that I know of at least. But this, I don't know. I'm not against that though because that's kind of helping me not be, you know,
like not
choose like if I guess which one's a wheat whiskey, I'm gonna instantly hate it because
you hate wheat whiskey.
I don't hate it. It's just not my thing.
You hate it. It's okay.
Although like this one, a lot of people love that I've seen, but like I'm not a big fan of the red label wheat whiskey. Sue me.
So that one definitely isn't as strong.
A little bit more like mellow.
Yeah.
Oak.
But like
Vanilla,
just generally everything
vanilla,
seems
cream.
toned down about this
Yeah,
one.
like vanilla cream.
Yeah.
Oaky vanilla cream. Creamy
Yeah.
oaky vanilla-y oaky creamy-y vanilla. Butterscotch. A little bit of butterscotch. Small amount of butterscotch, but it's there. It's there.
You talk way too much. I'm gonna say it's got a little bit of vanilla to it, keeps the oak flavor. Overall, it's just like a little bit more on the generic side, which I mean, I'm obviously thinking this is definitely gonna be the bourbon, and it's just the bourbon. But we're gonna leave that for the end. Rinse the palate.
I'm getting a lot more spice on this one than I am on anything else. Like baking spices like clove, cinnamon, stuff of that nature.
Yeah.
And like bread. You know how bread has that weird like taste?
Well, no. I get what you're
It took
saying.
me a while to understand what the taste of bread is until like I started eating bread again and I was like, that's bread.
It's okay, Steve. No, but I agree. The first one definitely had more of that, like kind of
Okay, I'm starting to feel better. So the difference I was looking for, and like for a long time, I think I found it just off the nose on D. Because background for me, I'm not a big fan of wheat whiskey, and it has this weird funk, or even wheated bourbons, it's still funky to me, and I've been like subconsciously looking for that, and I think I found it in D. I could be totally wrong. This could be like I'm a fraud and no one other than us are gonna see this video.
Well, but that's the difference though, is that if you're picking up on it because you really don't like it, I'll probably pick up on it because I know I really do like it. So let's see if I can get what you're not liking.
That's the weeded.
Yeah. That is the weeded. Maybe it's because you said it and now it's just clear, but
yeah, it's like creamy vanilla. It's not as funky as I remember. Maybe because they're all like very similar. They just have like small little differences.
Yeah, but like I think that when it comes to weeded whiskey, those really the scented or not scented, like the flavor notes that are more on the sweet side are kind of like quick. You know, they hit you and they're gone. That's how I always see it. And I think that's why I like it. Yeah, because when I take like the first sip, it's there and then it's gone. I think that's why I like it.
I'll be honest, all these whiskeys are kind of like underwhelming. They're all just like, Like none of them are standing out in a way that makes me be like, damn, this is good.
All right, well let's go back down the train, see if we can get a little something else.
Dude, if this isn't the wheat one, I'm a fraud, and I'm quit. Instant quit.
If this isn't the wheat one, then I'm gonna be a little hurt because I actually like this one and it's not the wheat.
Yeah, get a little ethanol, which is weird because it's super low. Got some like sweet oak, baking spices, cinnamon. I like that one. I like that one a little compared to the rest.
I think it's not bad. I think that it definitely has the flavor to it. Yeah, it has the spice, but I'm not getting as much of like the oak and the sweet vanilla or anything like that.
I don't know, man. I don't know which one.
Is it all blending?
Yeah, they're all starting to blend. Maybe this is bad. And they're too similar.
Alright. I'm hitting my improv burb.
Now that we're completely off track and we don't know what we're doing, we're gonna do a little bit A/B comparison. I'm gonna start with this little bad boy.
That little bad boy.
I'm gonna
Double fisting in a different light.
Alrighty. I think we have a
verdict.
Yeah, a verdict. Jeez, I'm drunk. I'm not that drunk actually, but verdict time. Alright, so should we do here? You list yours in order of succession.
Alright, so my take, alright? I'm gonna go with A sitting in a third place right now, okay? Why? Because I feel as though it has the flavor that I'm looking for, but it's kind of being overstepped in certain ways. It has spice to it, but the spice is overwhelming over the nuts and over the kind of vanilla cream. And that for me, it just doesn't fit the best. So I'm not like loving it, but I'm also not hating it. So I'm putting it at a solid 3, okay? B is my no-go. I gotta say, B sits in this realm where I can taste the ethanol and I can taste a little bit of the other flavors, but nothing is standing out. I would drink this, I hate to say it, with Coke. Moving on. Anyway, so then we're gonna come up to C. C I like because I think it does a really good job of blending. It's basically what I said about A, but it does it in a good way. I can taste the spice, I can taste the sweetness, I can taste the cream, I can taste it all kind of mixing together.
Cream.
Yeah. Cream.
Okay.
It's got a creaminess to it, alright?
As you were.
You know, but like, I just feel like it kind of blends everything in a way that I kind of, like, it's as if I went and got a pumpkin spice latte, or I got a chai tea, or I got some other Starbucks delight that has a lot of different stuff going on, and it turned out well, even though I didn't expect it that way, and I like coffee black. So that's my opinion here, and that's why I rank it at number 2. Number 1 is D, and I think Steve and I both know why I ranked this as number 1, and
we suspect why.
Yeah, we suspect why, but
yeah.
I'm giving it numero uno, he's giving it the thumbs down. It's wheat whiskey. I am going to say that right now, I'm betting on it, and I love wheat whiskey. This has a lot of good flavor to it, and I'm just saying, I'm happy about it, you know?
Jeez.
It hits with a lot of meaning and a lot of flavor right at the beginning, and then it kind of simmers down, you know? It's basically as if I wanted to take this as a shot, and it would be like all-in-one craziness, and then I'm happy afterwards. Or I could have it and sip it, and each time I'd be like, wow, got a little bit of good stuff. Now it's happening. So I'm ranking it number 1.
Alrighty, now that you heard what wasn't right, we're gonna go over what the right order of this is, which is starting off in 4th D. That's because it had this weird little that I did not like at all. Alright, and coming in at 3rd place is going to be C. Jeez, I forgot what number this was. Alright.
It's okay, dyslexic.
Yeah. Alright, coming in at number 3rd is going to be C
Number
for me.
third. Number 3rd.
Number 3rd, letter 3rd. Jeez, why do I keep doing that?
I'm just saying.
The 3rd goes to C. I liked it. So to clarify, A, B, C, loved. 1 through 3, really liked them. I would drink them. D, number 4, not a big fan. Never gonna drink that ever again. I might throw the bottle away.
Whoa, give it to me.
Yeah, I'm too cheap.
Yeah.
But 3rd place goes to C, just because it was a little bit on the spicier side for me. Not a big fan of the spice that came off of it compared to B and A. Just B and A felt more kind of mingled together. It felt like they kind of went together. They were of the same general like flavor profile. This one, it kind of was like sweet and then spicy all in one, which normally I love that, but not a big fan of.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Specifically in this day.
Okay. Alright.
Alrighty. Coming in second place is going to be Coming in second place.
Letter A.
A was just it was good. Sweet oak, a little bit of vanilla cream in there. It got beat out by first place, which I'm gonna go with B, just because B felt a little bit more flowing. It tasted more put together. The flavors were more complementing to each other. It just kind of flowed together. Like this was like a sweet creamy vanilla oak. This was a sweet creamy vanilla with a little bit of oak. And I like the sweet creamy vanilla on this one this time. Which is weird because I think
Did you say sweet creamy vanilla?
Sweet creamy. Sweet vanilla oaky creamy caramel vanilla oaky sweetie sweet. Alright. Before we get into the moment of truth, what do you think is what? I'm curious.
Alright, so coming off of this, I think that you and I both can agree, like right now, right here, that D is wheat. It's the wheat whiskey.
Yeah, I think it's
got to be the wheat whiskey, okay.
Which is gross. But
great.
Continue.
Awesome.
Fantastic. As you work.
Amazing.
Go. Send it.
So, wheat whiskey is D. And then I'm going to say that... Okay, C is...
You don't seem confident at all.
I only have one reservation, and that's between C and A. I know that C and A are rye and malt. Which one's which, I'm not 100% sure, because I think that A is the malt. And I think that's why I'm not 100% on board with it, because it has like... I mean, maybe it's because we haven't had a lot of malt whiskey, but it just has this like imbalance to it. While rye, I know, has a little bit of spice, a little bit of like cream, a little bit of, good flavor, like it's sweet. And so I think that based on Woodford Reserve's profile, C is the rye, which means that A is the malt and B is the bourbon. That's my take.
Alrighty. And my predictions for this, now out of order, is going to be A's bourbon, B's the malt, C's rye, D's wheat whiskey.
Alright.
Ready to find out? Alright. Alrighty, guys.
The money. The gold.
I was like, I want to stupid and I can freaking do that.
Just tell me.
Alright. So, in conclusion, guys, we have A, malt, B, bourbon, C, rye, and of course, D,
the wheat whiskey.
I'm not upset because my number 1, bourbon, followed by number 2, malt, which I'm okay with. I'm okay going home for that.
Well, now you know.
Bourbon is the best.
Whatever. You need to find some more malt whiskeys is what I'm getting at.
Well, that's what we have scotch for, dude.
Yeah, man. Love some scotch.
If I can get it, it's not worth it.
Anyway.
Alright, scotch.
Yes. Alright, well there you have it. Obviously, wheat whiskey's the best.
No, bourbon's the best. But that's the conclusion of this episode for you. So it turns out I prefer bourbon. I think Woodford Reserve's bourbon, jeez, that was bad, is the best of the Woodford budget line. Well, Alec over here, who
I'm a
is
fan of wheat whiskey.
wrong, thinks that wheat whiskey is the best.
I think that every one of you watching right now, all like 5 probably, should go get a little bit of wheat whiskey and give it a shot, alright?
Alright, yeah. While we're on that topic, please do us a favor.
Like, subscribe.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah, leave us anything you want us to do, we're willing to do. Yes. So until next time.
Until next time, we'll see you later on Tipsy. whiskey shenanigans.